5 things he does when there's another girl or man. You never know.
Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm exposing things men do when they're entertaining another woman. If you ever felt confused, second guessed yourself or blamed your instincts, this is video is for you. So let's get honest about the red flags and what they truly mean.
5 things he does when there's another girl or man. You never know. Number 1, when he starts being mean for no reason, like y'all been having a good week, y'all no arguments, all of a sudden he starts being mean to you for no reason. Like you really sitting in the back of your head, like, what did I really do? He's being mean to you for no reason. There's another girl. It means there's another girl or a man. 2, when he starts bringing up how he got a lot going on out of nowhere, there's another girl or man. 3, this one's hilarious. When he keeps getting a phone call, like someone's calling him continuously, and he'd be like, "Oh my God, why my mom keep calling?" Or he'd be like, "Oh, he said one of his homeboys' names. Oh my God, why Devontae keep calling?" Just know, there's another person. It's the girl. It's the girl that's calling. It's not his mom or his homeboy. 4, when out of nowhere he starts to accuse you of cheating, and you know you're not cheating. He's doing that because he's doing it, so that means there's another girl. Number 5, when you call him, it don't go through, and then you try calling again, and it goes straight to voicemail. That means he put you on D&D, and he never do that. It's another girl or man.
Get ready with me while I go over signs that show that there's probably another girl in the picture. This is also coming from a girl whose dad was also a player that raised me. Number 1, he ignores your feelings and acts very nonchalant about everything that you tell him, and that bothers you. It's probably another girl in the picture. Leave him. This is mainly for the talking stage, but if he goes hours and takes forever to text you back, most likely there's another girl in the picture. They always come with the, "Oh, I was so busy." If it's not that, then they probably just don't like you enough. Know your worth. If he has time to go to the bathroom, if he has time to eat, if he has time to breathe, he has time to text you back. It's 2024. Everyone's on their phone. Number 3, this is for mainly those that are in relationships. If he starts arguments over little stuff, like minute stuff, and then leaves, yeah, it's because he's leaving to go see another girl, and he just started that argument to try to make you feel like you're the bad person, but really he's doing him. And also, if he starts accusing you of stuff that you know you're not doing, it's because he's doing it. If he's gonna go do him, you go do you, but leave him first. Next one's pretty obvious, but if he stops spending time with you or all of a sudden doesn't have time for you and you feel like things have been going good, it's probably because someone else is sparking his interest now. Know your worth, leave. The next one, I feel like this one goes over a lot of people's heads, but if he just gets aggravated and just irritated about any and everything that you do all of a sudden, and you know you're not doing anything wrong, it's because there's another girl in the picture. Yeah, that's how they act. And lastly, this is for mainly the talking stage, and it's pretty obvious, but if they just ghost you out of nowhere, this is for guys especially, but women do it too. It's either they're not interested, but 95% of the time, it's because they're seeing someone else. Someone else is occupying their time. Someone interested them more, and you just want that girl. But you know, let me tell you one thing about men. If men could mess with an ostrich, they would. Therefore, they will try to keep any and everything around. That's why they can go without talking to you for months and try to come back. You know what you do? You don't text his ass back. You leave his funky ass on red. Have a good day.
You want to know if he's seeing someone else? It's easy. It's all right there in front of you. You're just not wanting to see it. Because I'll tell you right now, men, we have the energy. We have the time. I don't care how busy he is. If he's into you, he's making the time for you. Because if he wanted to, he would. And there's no excuses. When we're into somebody, we don't make excuses. We make time. We sacrifice sometimes our gym time. We sacrifice our time with our boys. Because at the end of the day, we were put here to plant that seed. That is what men want to do. They won't admit it. They won't admit it to you. But every man wants to find their person, to have that best friend, to hang out with, and to forget the rest of the world exists. He will make the time for you. He's gonna respond to your text. He's gonna call you. He's gonna take the initiative to take you on dates and be a leader with grace. The moment he starts making excuses, there's someone else. The moment that he can't man up, there's someone else, and you need to move on, because you know what? You're valuable too, and you're a priority, gosh damn it. You're not a back burner. And remember that.
A man in a relationship is having conversations with other women online. He says it's not that deep. The worst thing you can do is minimize how a person feels by saying it's not that deep. It may not be that deep to you, but the relationship is not just about you. The relationship is about how the other person feels as well. And if you're doing something, especially when it comes to the opposite sex of who you would naturally be attracted to, and you haven't had that conversation with your partner, then you're wrong. You can't justify that behavior. You're wrong. And to be having conversations, like, at this point, it doesn't even matter about the type of conversations that you're having. The point is you're having conversations outside of the consent of the relationship as a whole. And I think that's selfish. And I think when people are selfish, they make relationships fail. It's that deep.
A man will tell you exactly who he is going to cheat on you with. All you need to do is listen. When men are interested in a woman, they cannot help but talk about her. If there is a woman who he is physically or romantically interested in, you are going to notice an increasing amount of her name being mentioned in conversation. Now, the way that he brings her up is going to vary depending on the nature of their relationship, but he will be bringing her up constantly. If this is somebody who is pursuing him, who he happens to be developing an interest in, he will probably tell you that she reached out to him and say something like, oh, you better watch out for so-and-so. He will probably bring it up so often that it becomes a running joke between the two of you. If this is somebody from his past who he knew before you were in the relationship with him, he will probably tell an increasing amount of stories that involve her, whether she just happened to be present for the story that he was sharing, or he's talking or complaining about a specific incident or things that she used to do. If it's somebody in your circle, he may be asking you more questions about her. Maybe it's somebody that he's talking trash about a lot. It doesn't really matter what it is, he is going to be mentioning her name. And it often feels counterintuitive and a little bit disarming, because women tend to do the opposite. When we're interested in somebody, we usually will deliberately not talk about them and not bring them up. Men literally cannot help it. So if you're worried that there is somebody in his life that you need to be concerned about, all you need to do is pay attention to who he is constantly mentioning, and you will have your answer.
Signs he's cheating from someone that's been cheated on in literally every single relationship. If he doesn't ask about you like he used to, he's cheating. If everything you do annoys him, he's cheating. If every time you voice your concern, he says you're arguing, he's cheating. If he doesn't care about you being emotional or you crying, he's cheating. If he refuses to post you on social media, he's cheating. If you're always the one starting the communication, he's cheating. If he's always unavailable and makes no time for you, drum roll please, he's cheating. If he gets jumpy every time you're close to his phone, he's cheating. And most importantly, if your intuition, us as women, we have this thing called intuition, and it is so freaking strong. If your intuition is telling you that he's different with you and that he's cheating, then he's fucking cheating. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
I'm just gonna add this one point. Ladies, I'm talking to y'all the best way that I can. When a man shows you non-committal efforts, that means that he only shows up when it's convenient for him. It's not time to get performative, and it's not time to turn your people-pleasing on. It's not time to have those conversations with yourself. If I don't do this, I'll lose this person. Yes. If I don't do this, they'll be upset. If you know that you value commitment, and this person is showing non-committal efforts, leave them alone. Don't have conversations. Don't try to draw up conclusions. Don't go into this fantasy world. Leave that person alone. That's why I'm always talking about y'all have to know y'all self-worth, and you need to build your esteem up. So that way, in the moments that these happen, you don't have to have these questions. You immediately have that boundary, as Dr. B said. You immediately set that boundary, and you say, "This person's not healthy for me. They don't align with my values and what I want for my life. I'm gonna let them be, because them leaving does not determine my."
That's a video, guys. So I'm just here also to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video. Signs to see that your man is seeing another person. Okay, so when a man has another girl in the picture, his entire behavior shifts. Sometimes silently, sometimes drastically, but always in ways that a woman who is paying attention can feel. It starts with small energy, he becomes emotional and available without any real explanation. He's not angry, he's not arguing, he's just distant. And that's the first red flag. Suddenly, your conversation becomes shorter. His responses become less authentic. The good morning and good night texts start to vanish. Where once he was full of effort, now he's giving you leftovers. And that's the worst part. He might even gaslight you when you're bringing it up, saying things like you're overthinking or you're just stressed. Men who are entertaining another woman don't always cheat with their bodies first. They cheat with their time, their attention, and their consistency. That's where it starts from. He will That's where it starts from, and he will begin to guard his phone like it's a hold state secret. He flips face down, he takes with him everywhere, even into the bathroom. The password suddenly changes, and if you ask about it, you're met with a defensive or passive aggressive comment. He creates an atmosphere where you feel like asking question is a form of disrespect. Why? Because he knows you're getting close to the truth. Another major sign is how he suddenly become busy. He used to give you enough time, he used to check in, and now there is a long gap of silence during the day's odd hours where you can reach him out. When you call him, it rings endlessly. When you text, it's left on read or delivered with no reply. And when he does reply, it's dry instant or just plain robotic. His story stopped making sense, his routine shifts. There's a different energy in his life, and you cannot feel it. You can feel it because it's not being shared with anyone. Men also start picking fights when they are seeing someone else. Little things become big issues. He become critical. Suddenly your tone is in a problem, your outfit is too much, your questions are nagging. He doesn't want to fix anything because the other girl is giving him peace. Unlikely, temporary distraction. So instead of being honest, he pulls away emotionally while blaming you for the disconnection. That's one of the curious thing, how they make you feel like you're the reason the relationship is falling apart when they are the ones emotionally existing in silence. Another big red flag is that he stops being affectionate or intimate, or it becomes purely physical with no emotional connection. He might stop cuddling after sex, he might stop complimenting you, he might stop doing the little thoughtful things he used to do without hesitation. He becomes a shell of the man you first fell for, and when you bring it up, you will either dismiss you or become cold. Why? Because he's already validating himself through someone else. His emotional cup is being filled in elsewhere, and he's no longer invested in yours. You also notice the future plans go silent. He stops talking about us. No more vacations, no more dreams, no more when we move in or when we get married. Everything becomes about the present, even that he barely show up for. That's when you realize he's no longer planning a life with you. He's planning an exit, or he's seeing where the new girl will take him. The most painful truth is when a man is truly into you, there is no confusion. You won't have to overthink or overanalyze. But when there's another girl, you start feeling or feeding you just enough to keep you around while investing the rest into someone else. The inconsistency is not accidental, it's a strategy in his way of keeping the door open when you are while he explore his options. Some men won't fully leave until the other girl commits. They're hoover in your life, giving you crumbs while waiting for other situation to stabilize. It's a manipulation tactic. It's emotional cheating. It's not okay. You deserve someone who is all into you, or someone who is split between you and their next backup plan. So if you ever catch him and he begs for forgiveness, always pay attention to how he apologizes. A man who's truly sorry will take responsibility, change his behavior, and work to rebuild the trust. A man who's just sorry, caught up with minimize, deflect, or try to guilt you into something, So don't let tears fool you. Don't let a man, I made a mistake, override the fact that he chose to respect you for weeks or months. So when a man has another woman in his life, you will feel the shift because love doesn't lie. Real love is consistency, warm and present. Anything that leaves you feeling confused, anxious, or questioning your worthy is not love. It's over avoidance. It's betrayal, and it's time to walk away. Not because you choose someone else, but because you choose yourself. You're not hard to love. You're not asking for too much. You're just asking the wrong man. So we have to learn just to take care of ourselves, because if you put everything like you want this man to validate you, you're just going to break your heart. So stay safe, love yourself more every day, and always tell yourself you're worthy of anything, okay? Yourself comes first. As much we are taking ourselves in this relationship, we have to be very, very careful. Ladies, don't forget yourself, because I've seen a lot of women like we always forget ourselves, which is not okay. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next episode. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye for now.